We are so excited about season 6 of Mama June, Road to Redemption. Where
Yes.
do things pick up in the season premiere?
My court case was resolved, and then Gino does, and then it goes from there. It talks about a lot of stuff that I kept behind closed doors, which is going to be very hard because just watching the first 10 minutes of the first look, it kind of like threw me back in that headspace I was at a year ago, which is, it's going to be hard to watch. I'm not going to lie to you. I'll probably cry. I'll probably be very quiet because I'm going to be watching the show as you're going to be watching the show.
I have to imagine that there's going to be a lot of really challenging moments this season. We've already seen a little, preview of those moments in the super trailer.
There's a lot that happen behind closed doors that a lot of people don't know.
You go back on whatever you say.
It's not that easy.
Mama's bad choices are finally catching up to her.
I'm scared. I know what Gino's capable of. What if something happened to her?
Where are you at with sobriety?
Almost 29 months straight sober.
Oh, congratulations.
Yes.
What is
29 months will be the 27th of this month.
How committed are you to this new life? What are the things that you do to make sure that you don't fall off the wagon?
One, you gotta wake up every morning and tell yourself for the next 24 hours, I don't give a shit if I lose everything in my life. I cannot go back to that old lifestyle. I met an amazing person almost a year ago now. We were just friends. They came into my life when I was his friend. He had no idea what was going on in my life. And small little text messages of, hey, how you doing? Just want to say, hey, have an amazing day. I was going through some hell, learning who I was for the first time, who were coming in out of my life. And this person was just like, this is my person. And people were just like going like this. And it was showing me like, if you think about going back into that addiction lifestyle, this is where you're going to be at. And then there was people that was showing me, hey, you can be treated like a queen and, stuff like that. But then that one person was just, he's sitting over here to the right, to the left of me. But it's just, this person was right here the whole time. And I don't know. And I started really liking him and opened up the chapter of our story September of last year. And, almost 8 months ago, it's been a whirlwind.
So that's Justin sitting to the left of you, I assume.
Yes.
Can Justin just say hi really quick? I mean, Mama.
Well, you can't get on the camera because y'all got to wait on that, baby.
Mama's home.
What are you doing?
And she's back piling on more drama.
Did Mama call you and tell you what she did at the airport?
Let's get the bitch out of your life. Snip, snip.
Mama's selfish ways are tearing us apart.
A big thing on the show is of course your relationships with your girls. Let's start with Pumpkin. How is your relationship with Pumpkin today?
It's good. Like we see each other. We just saw her like last week. Everybody lives in that same right there. So it's like we see everybody. It's not just like, oh, we just see one and don't see the other. It's not like that.
Okay. It's hard for me to watch some of those scenes between you and Pumpkin because she's really had to step up and she's had to not only be a mom to her little ones, she's now kind of mothering Alana and even Jessica. Do you ever feel guilty about the way things like I tell people, I do feel like a guilt because like I left them and I chose an addiction. But if you've never had an addiction, you don't understand how that feeling is because you just want to be numb. But Justin has taught me not to become a runner and feel the emotions. And I'm not gonna lie to you, it fucking kills me sometimes to feel the emotions that I wasn't feeling in my addiction. But then it feels good to kind of be grounded for once in my life. A big thing that I see your girls, not just Pumpkin, but also Alana, they say a lot is, Mama always says she wants to be a part of our lives and she wants to be present, but her actions sort of indicate otherwise. So what is it that you're doing to show them actions?
Well, we moved back, me and Justin moved back to Georgia. We live probably like 15 minutes away from the girls. Being able to like reach out to them more, be able to be more present, like seeing them more, hanging out more, because when I went into recovery, I stayed in South Florida for like 2 years. In my addiction, I was selfish, but I'm even more selfish in my recovery because I have to take care of me at the end of the day, and I have to take care of me to be good for anybody else, even myself, just be good for my own self. So that is the reason why I chose to work on me. You know what I'm saying? So I can be my better version for myself, for my children, for Justin, for everybody involved. For the first time in 42 years, I've experienced own happiness, loving myself, knowing that I'm worth it. And it took 42 years to get to this point.
How are things with you and Alana right now?
Alana, the relationship is going good. You'll see that throughout the season. She is turning 17 in August, so that's the thing. She's graduating next year. A lot of people still look at her, that 6-year-old little girl, but she's supposed to be 17. So it's kind of crazy.
We see in the super trailer that you and Pumpkin go to a little bit of a battle there over who is gonna take over raising Alana.
Alana can stay here. I'm her mama now. You.
Alana is mine, and I can take her back anytime I want.
She can't do that, can she?
Take her ass to court.
Tell me about those emotions. I mean, did you feel like you were in a place where Alana could come back to live with you? And how did Alana
always, our door has always been open. Justin has been, around the kids, and they know, that all of our kids are welcome because, he's got kids himself. So all the kids are welcome. There's 6 in between both of us. And our door is always open, no matter how old they get or where they're at in life.
If you had it your way, would Alana come back and live with you?
Yeah, I would. But people don't understand that she's at an age that she's able to make her own choices. And I know that they say that, she's 16, she can't make her own choices. Well, in a lot of states, the age of 16, you can make your choices.
And it seems like she's really in a great space living with Pumpkin in the new house. I see her doing her homework. I see that she seems to be doing well under Pumpkin's roof. I mean, how does that make you feel?
I've never said anything bad about Pumpkin. I'm grateful for Pumpkin taking over. When I couldn't take over it, I'm very grateful in that fact. I've told Pumpkin that 100 times, But, like I said, it's not like I feel some kind of way. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, people don't understand. There's a lot that transpires behind closed doors that we've left behind closed doors. But, like I tell people all the time, Alana is old enough that she can make her own decisions, and that, if a long court battle happens, then, she, at the ultimate end of the day, she gets to make her own choices where she wants to live.
I know that we're going to see little teases of Alana being in a relationship.
The only thing I ask is respect and to treat her really, really good. And if you don't, man, I'm just going to break your neck.
Have you met her boyfriend? What do you think?
Yeah, I've met Dralin, yes. And they've been together over a year. He's good. He needs to hold down a job a little bit more, but hey, that's typical teenager also.
What does he do?
Right now, he just helps out a friend of ours and works a little bit with Josh. They're teenagers, she's 16. If they last, fine. If they don't, it can be her first love.
You look fantastic. Where are you at in your health journey?
Physically, I could be losing a few pounds or 2 or 5 or 20 or 30 or 40, 50, COVID healthy weight. But mentally, I'm in a good spot right now in my life. Emotionally, I'm in a good spot. Still dealing with stuff every once in a while. But physically, yeah, I could probably lose 50 or 60 pounds. But hey, I'm happy where I'm at. I kind of think this 240 weight is where I need to be at because I've been that way for about 1.5 years now.
You use the word transformation, and you're in such a different place than you once were.
Right.
What are 3 goals that you have for yourself, whether personally or professionally, that you'd love to achieve in this next era of Mama June?
For me, just 1, just to be happy. 2, to help as many people as I can through my own life experiences. And that's why I continue to share our story unscripted and raw. Also, to be able to work on my relationships, whether it be myself, it be Justin, it be the kids. So I'd have to say that's probably my top priorities. And at the end of the day, Justin says, what do you say? Peace of mind. Peace of mind. He always says that's your main goal, is you need to be a peace of mind because it's priceless.